There once was a man who owed a great king a debt so large it would take a lifetime to repay. 10,000 bags of gold. Imagine, 10,000 bags. It was more money than the man could ever hope to earn. Not in 10 years, not in 50. The day came when the king called this man to settle his debt. The man stood before the throne, trembling. He didn't have the money, not even close.
If you cannot pay, then you, your family, and all you own will be sold to repay what you owe.
Hearing this, the man fell to his knees. He begged, his voice breaking.
Please, my lord, have mercy on me. Give me more time, and I will pay back everything I owe.
Now the king was a kind man. He looked at the man kneeling before him and felt pity. Instead of giving him more time, the king did something unexpected. He forgave the debt, every last coin. 10,000 bags of gold, gone just like that. The man could hardly believe it. He left the king's presence with his heart light and his life restored. But as this man walked away, he came across another servant, a fellow worker who owed him money. Not 10,000 bags of gold, no, just 100 silver coins, a small debt compared to what he had just been forgiven.
Pay me what you owe me.
That second servant fell to his knees, just as the first had done before the king.
Please, give me more time. I will pay you back, I promise.
But the first man would not listen. He had the second servant thrown into prison until the debt was repaid. Now, there were others who saw what happened. They knew how much the first man had been forgiven, and they were shocked. They went to the king and told him everything.
You wicked servant, I forgave you that enormous debt because you begged me. Shouldn't you have shown mercy to your fellow servant, just as I showed mercy to you?
And with that, the king handed the man over to the jailers to be punished until he could repay his debt, a debt he could never repay. Jesus told this story to remind us of something important. God forgives us for so much, more than we can ever imagine. But if we do not forgive others from our hearts, how can we expect to keep that forgiveness? Unforgiveness is a powerful force, deeply affecting a person's mind, heart, and body. The burden of bitterness and resentment can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and a relentless cycle of replaying past hurts. Proverbs 14:30 reminds us, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." When forgiveness is withheld, anger consumes the mind, robbing us of peace, joy, and the clarity that comes from trusting in God's justice and mercy. It hardens the heart and distances us from God. Jesus himself warns in Matthew 6:14-15, "If you do not forgive others their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins." This separation from God carries a weight of guilt and isolation, making it difficult to experience the fullness of his love. The stress of unforgiveness reveals itself in very real ways, raising blood pressure, weakening the immune system, and leaving the body vulnerable to illness.